Physical Science, end of year exam paper 2015, question 11. Let's have a little look. Two resistors, 12 ohms and 15 ohms, are connected in parallel. The current through the 15 ohm resistor is 4 amps. Calculate the current in the 12 ohm resistor and what is the total output of the two resistors. Well, let's use the spot down here to see what that might look like. So for a start, if they are in parallel, they are going to look like that. So that's going to be 12 ohms. Let's put 12.0 over there, and that one is going to be 15.0 ohms. So the current through the 15 ohm resistor is 4 amps. Right, so that is the current that's going through there. Now what we know, if it's in parallel, then the voltage will be the same through these. So if we can work out the voltage of this section here, we can work out the voltage that's going through here, and indeed the voltage that's coming out of the source. Now, because with the parallel arrangement, the voltage will be the current, not the voltage. The current will be split, so the current through this section will be different to the current through this section. So let's start off by working out what the voltage of that bit is. So let's call that R1 and R2. So we shall see the voltage of R1 will be equal to, and having a look through down here on our trusty thing, the voltage is equal to I times R. That's on our information sheet. So we're going to have current times the resistance, 15 times 4, which will give us 60. So it's going to be equal to 60 volts through there. Excellent. Calculate the current in the 12 ohm resistor. Well, in that case, that voltage there, we can now say that is going to be equal to 60 volts. So therefore, what is the current? Since V equals IR, therefore I equals V on R, so that equals V of R2 on, no, I've got that the wrong way around. We want to find out what the current is going to be. Well, the V of R2 on the R of R2, which is equal to 60 divided by 12. And if I'm not mistaken, that will be equal to 5 amps. 60 divided by 12 equals 5, just to make sure. And that sounds about right, because that is a greater resistance than that, so that means that less current will flow through there. 4 amps is flowing through there. A1 is equal to 5 amps. Calculate the current in the 12 volt resistor. Okay, what is the total power output of the two resistors? Well, let's go back over and have a look over here. What we have here is we're going to get the power of these two if we can work out the total voltage, and we work out the total current, or we can work out any combination of voltage, current and resistance to work out the power output. So let us work out what the equivalent this would be if it was just one resistor. Resistors in parallel, we have this equation down here. R total is equal to R1 times R2 over R1 plus R2. So R total is equal to, we know that the voltage coming out there is going to be 60 volts because it's the same that's going through there. RT is equal to 12.0 multiplied by 15.0 divided by 12.0 plus 15.0. Let's put those in brackets to make sure. Which is going to be equal to 12 by 15. I should know that. 180. Divided by 12 plus 15 is going to be divided by 27. Divided by 27 equals 6.66 6.67 ohms. So going back to that, we now have the total resistance and we have the total voltage. Let us have a look here. So we can find out what the power is going to be if it's equal to V squared on R. Power equals V squared on R, which equals 60 squared divided by 6.67, which equals 60 squared divided by, we had 6.67 up there already, so I can just do the answer, and it will equal to 540, and we're looking at power here, so it's going to be watts. And that's the end of that question.